Well, it's official, you guys. Caitlin Clark is not competing in the three-point contest at NBA AllStar. What's up, you guys? I'm Rachel DeMita, and welcome to the Courtside Club. Today, I am coming to you with the sincerest of apologies because I was definitely spreading fake news last week. That is unlike me, but I was so sure about this one thing, and boy, was I wrong. With it getting closer to NBA AllStar, these were spot-up shots, and I know she didn't have the rack out there, but I guarantee you that she is preparing for this NBA three-point shooting contest. So I'm here today. I'm sorry, you guys. I have to make right for the video that I posted last week where I was speculating that Caitlin Clark would be competing in the NBA three-point contest, and I was saying that I would bet on her to win it all. Well, it has just been confirmed from Shams that Caitlin Clark will not be competing in the NBA three-point contest. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark will not participate in the NBA All-Star Special three-point shootout in San Francisco and wants her first three-point contest to be at WNBA AllStar in Indianapolis this summer, her representatives at Excel Sports said today. So this news just broke less than an hour ago from me filming this video. And earlier this morning, I actually retweeted something from Legion Hoops, but they reported this. They said Caitlin Clark has declined the NBA's offer to participate in the three-point contest during All-Star weekend. They said sources said Clark is not interested in shooting three-pointers off a ball rack, considering her practice regimen consists of only catch and shoot three-pointers and shots off the dribble. And unless she is persuaded otherwise, she will decline the invitation. Now, I retweeted this and I was like, no, because I really wanted to see her at NBA All-Star Weekend. And also selfishly for me, I will be at NBA All-Star Weekend this year. I've been to the last 10 NBA All-Stars. I missed one in Charlotte, but otherwise I've been to all of them. I always have work out there. And last year, my favorite event at NBA All-Star was the Sabrina Steph shootout. Like, who doesn't love a good girls versus boys moment? And I loved that. And they both did great. And I was just thinking, with the momentum that Caitlin Clark has this season, with her being close to being the face of basketball, both men's and women's this year, I just thought it was the perfect stage. And then obviously, the possibility of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson teaming up once again back in Golden State and doing that home reunion thing, and then having Sabrina and Caitlin. To me, it just sounded like so much fun, and it would definitely bring a little spark to NBA All-Star that NBA All-Star unfortunately hasn't had in the past few years. But it's funny that the Sports Business Journal reported this before the news officially broke that she didn't want to shoot off the rack, because I was actually having a conversation with one of my friends at TGL about Caitlin doing this contest. And this is one of my friends who's like very tapped into the women's space, knows a lot of the players. And I was talking to him about it, and he shared this same concern. He's like, you know what? We never see Caitlin shooting off of a rack. She's great off the dribble, going into her left hand, shooting long threes. Like, she obviously has the ability. We've seen her make 50 out of 54 shots, but he expressed that concern as well. It's very different shooting off of a rack, and that is something that does take a bit of practice. And from what we have seen in her workouts and all these different types of things, Caitlin is, I don't know her personally, but she seems like the type of person, if she's going to do this contest, she wants to win it. She seems psychotic. She seems to have that Kobe mentality. When I say psychotic in basketball, you guys, I mean that as a good thing. I think any great athlete is a little bit crazy. I think Caitlin is too, but in the best way. She has that Kobe mentality. She's not going to want to go out there and lose. And she's definitely not going to want to go out there not having practiced shooting off a ball rack. A couple good things that could come out of this. One, it clearly shows her dedication and focus to being a better basketball player for next season, for the Indiana Fever next season. We had Coach Keith Porter on the show. We talked about their training schedule. He basically said that they are in the gym every single day. And from what we've been seeing online with her workout clips, with what the Indiana Fever is posting, it looks like she is very much in the gym every single day. Even when she's going to watch a football game with Taylor Swift, she's getting a workout in that that morning before she leaves. What I also thought was funny is that they just announced that Kelsey Mitchell will also be re-signing with the Indiana Fever. I'm going to do a whole video tomorrow covering all of WNBA free agency. It's been all over the place and I definitely do want to get to that. But they announced today that Kelsey Mitchell will be returning to the Indiana Fever, and for her return, they did this whole thing at the Indiana Fever practice facility when she was coming in and all the employees were there. I'll put the video up right here. Like, they were welcoming her back to the Indiana Fever. She has been playing in China. The one part of it that I thought was so funny, however, was Caitlin was there and Coach Keith Porter were there, and they were both in their practice gear. So it seems like Caitlin had literally just got off the court and was welcoming Kelsey back, or she was about to go into another training session. So with that, I feel like in a sense, it's a good thing that maybe she's taking this All-Star break off. It shows you that Caitlin Clark she's not doing this profession for any of the glitz and glam, any of the extra things. She is here in the WNBA with the Indiana Fever to win championships, to improve her game. And something that, an offer like this is so big. It's on one of the biggest stages, working with the NBA. And regardless of if NBA All-Star is starting to fall off or not, that is still a massive stage and will still have more eyeballs than many of the WNBA games would have. And the fact that she was able to decline this, it shows a lot about where her focus lies. Now, I want to get back to Sham's original tweet where he said that she wants her first 3-point contest to be at WNBA All-Star in Indianapolis this summer. I think that's also a power move in itself. It's reading between the lines a little bit. It's showing how dedicated she is to the Indiana Fever, how dedicated she is to getting better, and how dedicated she is to growing the women's game. This opportunity at NBA All-Star, I do think is an opportunity to grow the women's game, because even with Sabrina being there last year, like, there are still so many basketball fans, so many casual basketball fans who still don't watch the WNBA and still don't know many players in the WNBA. At this point, Caitlin Clark has become a household name, and I do think that her being on that stage at NBA All-Star would have been a place to continue to grow the WNBA, because it just puts more eyeballs on those players, on Sabrina, on Caitlin, and in turn, it gives social content for the WNBA. It would still be that opportunity, but Caitlin wants to bring those eyeballs to Indianapolis. She wants to bring it to her home city. She wants to bring it to her arena. This is WNBA All-Star. It's not Team USA versus the All-Stars. This will be a traditional WNBA All-Star, and it seems like her and her team are kind of thinking bigger picture here, and you gotta respect it. So there's also chatter, and this was something that was also in the article written by Sports Business Journal. It said, according to sources, the league reached out to the Fever guard through her close associates and agents, and the possibility still exists that she could accept the 3-point. This was yesterday. They said one scenario would have an NBA player such as Curry conceivably reciprocating and doing a similar shootout at the WNBA All-Star game next summer. That was a rumor that is, like, now it's swirling times 10. Will Steph Curry go to WNBA All-Star and shoot against Caitlin Clark? So that is something where I do think, in this sense, this will also bring more eyeballs to the WNBA. So with Caitlin, I have to applaud her decision, as bummed as I am, honestly, because I just found out today that I will be at All-Star and probably going to Saturday night. I was so looking forward to this. I wanted to see this match in person, but I respect it. I respect the decision. She knows what she's doing. She is working hard on the basketball only. She's in the gym every day working for her team. And it looks like with the re-signing of Kelsey Mitchell, the Indiana Fever have a lot of things to be excited about. But yeah, anyway, you guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about all this. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and click that little subscribe button, because we upload new videos every single week. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Ooh, yeah.